Okay, we have a 99 Argo Conquest, and I had people ask me some questions about how this engine was mounted in here. So I guess the photos will be self-explaining. Mounts on here, your exhaust. There are mounts up against the front frame here and mounted on brackets to hold this. They're kind of tough to see, but they have mountings going up inside, and there are other mounts down inside that mount to the front. There's another mount on this side here. As you can see, it comes from the front of the engine. I had somebody ask me if you could put a transmission in here with it, but I don't see where you would find the room. This thing's jammed in here fairly tight. The alternator's mounted, the bracket's held over by a tarp strap to keep it from rubbing on the alternator. There are mounts in the back. There are no fans on the brakes, and I've got quite a number of hours on it. I've never replaced the brake pads, but I guess to each his own how hard you are on the machine. Exhaust comes out the side and comes out on the side here. I also have a big fan off of another vehicle I got at an auto wreckers that pulls cold air out of or hot air out of the engine compartment. There's also on this side there's a thermostatically controlled fan that kicks on when the heat gets too high, but that's all there is for a radiator on this side. And I guess there's another fan in here. You might be able to see it. It's kind of tough to see through this mesh, but it's all controlled by switches. The big one on the other side I leave off if it's colder outside, and the heat comes back inside the passenger compartment. And this one here basically I've got on most of the time. If you don't have it on, and when it's cooler outside, that little one on the inside will do it. But this one here, you need this one working if it warms up at all. That's basically the setup here. I have switches for the fans, and I don't know. It's been working good. I think I bought it with 130 hours on it, and right now it's got 400 hours on it. I've had no trouble with the transmission or the rest of the powertrain. It's due for chains on the front axles. I'm not even sure they're that bad, but I don't think there's much sag in them. There may be a little bit, but they're very little. And like I said, I've had no trouble with the transmission, but I use synthetic oil, and I put in some synthetic grease in it to keep everything lubricated, and I've had no trouble. And it runs like a top. It's just a little. It can get a little warm if you're not careful. So that's. If you need any more pictures, I guess you'll have to give me a call or send me an email. Thanks.